Win 4 winning numbers next during Eyewitness News.
This is Eyewitness News, the news leader, with Steve Bartlestein, Lori Stokes, and Bill Evans with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News at noon.
Iraqi militants want American troops out of Najaf, or else an American hostage dies. That threat looms large. And licenses revoked. Hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers have their right to drive taken away for supplying bogus Social Security numbers. Good afternoon. I'm Lauren Glassberg, and for Lori Stokes.
And I'm Steve Bartlestein. Welcome to Eyewitness News at noon. More kidnappings, more demands, and worse still, innocent lives hanging in the balance. In Iraq, militants have grabbed another journalist with ties to New York, but none to the military, which makes meeting those demands extremely difficult. Just as tough the job his family has in waiting them out. Lisa Colagrossi in the West Village now, where Micah Guerin's family resides. Lisa.
Well, still no word on the fate of Micah Guerin and his Iraqi translator. Guerin lives here at this Christopher Street apartment building with his fiancée, who so far today has been keeping a low profile. Micah Guerin's fiancée and friends maintain a lonely vigil in this West Village apartment building.
And there is no reason that this tragedy should have happened, and I feel so horrible to the family. It's just unbelievable that it's come to this level.
According to Al Jazeera Television, a militant group calling itself the Martyrs Brigade released a video showing a man believed to be Micah Guerin. In the video, the kidnappers threatened to kill Guerin if U.S. forces do not leave Najaf within 48 hours. Perhaps sensing something like this would happen, Guerin's fiancée had already made a written plea. I am appealing to Micah Guerin's kidnappers to release him. He was simply doing his job as a journalist. For the past 2 weeks, American forces in Najaf have battled militants loyal to radical cleric Muqtada al-Sadr. He reportedly has accepted a peace plan calling for his men to disarm, but there's no sign yet of an end to the fighting. Guerin and his Iraqi translator were abducted last Friday by 2 armed men. Guerin works for Four Corners Media, based here in New York. His work has appeared in archaeology magazines, on PBS, and in the New York Times. He's spent 8 months in Iraq over the past year working on a documentary about the looting of historic sites. And Micah Guerin apparently has been to the Middle East many, many times over the years. He has said to love that part of the world, which makes his kidnapping even more disturbing. We are live in the West Village. Lisa Colagrossi, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Lisa, thank you. A frightening start to the day for several people in Times Square when the facade of a building